Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Shadia Kasim. If you are new, thank you so much for dropping by. Consider starting liking this video and subscribing. If you're old, I do not deserve you. Thank you so much for stopping by. So make sure you are subscribed. If you're not subscribed, I'm gonna give you a second. Done. You just hit that subscribe button, right? So how is everyone doing? And I am sure if you have read the title, today is a story time, yo. I'm simply going to be sharing my worst ever work experience. So back in 2016, I don't know why all my story times are from 2016, but I think that is when I started adulting, things like those. So back in 2016, me and my best friend were like, we need to do business. What do we do? So my best friend had her ideas. Yo, my best friend is Bushra. Hi Bushra, I love you. One of my best friends. Yo. So she had her own ideas and I had mine. So my idea was we can do clothes, and I convinced her. So we started doing clothes. Surprisingly, we're still doing clothes, both of us. So, oh, I'm a shopping assistant. She's still doing clothes. She owns a store. So we are like, yeah, let's do clothes. But we were naive. We did not know anything about clothes, where to get them from, like supplying, where to sell them from, what you need, what you don't need, what you need to do, what you don't need to do. So we had to just go into business like that. And we were young, but we had the fire. So first thing, we needed location. Like, where are we setting up our store? We didn't have like a huge store in mind, but we just wanted a store. So we targeted this mall that it is a mall known for almost everything, but it had as certain floors, two floors that sold clothes. So there were like clothing shops, stores. So we go there. We do not have any strategy. We are just going there, asking people if they know of anyone who has free space. Yeah. So we reach this girl. I mean, she was the first person we asked, and we're like, hello, how are you? We are looking for space. Do you know of anyone who has empty space that we can set up a shop around here, around this floor, this area? She's like, yeah, sure, you just reached. I have this big space that I don't use. We can share it. Like, I can sub rent you guys. She was the first person we talked to, and her place was strategic. It wasn't so huge, but we would fit into it. So I'm telling Bush, you know what? This is the thing. This is the place. We're not going nowhere. I mean, it was so beautiful. It was nice. It was strategic. We loved it. So I'm telling Busha, this is the place. We are going to make our business from here. So she's telling us, you know what? I am a good person. You will never regret working with me, working here. So she was a good person. I remember we paid rent on that very day. We paid rent, so we were to start like real business in like 3 days, because we had to set up, bring in mannequins, do things like those. So on the third day, we start working normally. She was a good person. She is a good person. She is taking us everywhere. She is showing us everything. She was just doing the mostest. And new in business, people like knew we didn't know anything, and getting to know her, she had been doing the business. She had owned that shop, for like 2 years. Yeah, so she was like our big sister. She really showed us almost everything in business. Yeah. So I'm telling Bush, you know what? In order not to bring so much competition and fuss around here, I think we should emphasize more on items that she is not selling. Like, okay, we can sell things she's selling, but then we can sell largely things she's not selling. And Bush is like, yeah, sure, that is going to work. So we bring in stock of things she is not selling. Now, this was a boom. Like, in the entire mall, we were known for selling this particular item. You get, like, everyone who came around, they'd be like, oh, you go to Shadia's place, you go to Busha's place. Like, we would make so many sales. Surprisingly, actually, we were surprised that we would make all those sales, like, in such a short time. And again, now she went to the same uni with Bush, so they would go together. That was a good thing. And I would stay. I went to school during day, so the both of them would go during evening. Now she had a work. I think it surprised her the way we were making sales and interacting with people and her customers. Like, she had a huge clientele. some clients decided to be our clients too, and that was a good thing, because some of our clients would buy from her, but she got the attitude, like she started changing, you know she just started getting those kind of behaviors. But I always told Bush, you know what, this is just business. I mean, if we are making money and she's making money, that is it. And it's not like she is helping us. We are both paying rent, and we were paying the same amount of rent and bills to come with that, like electricity, water, and anything else that came with the bills. Like, we shared them half. Yeah. So the first, like, red flag, I did not come to work as early as Bush. So Bush was earlier at work than I was. So I come to work and I find her crying. I'm like, yo, people, my best friend Bush is one of the most soft people you will ever meet. Like, she would not even harm a fly. She is a good person. She is good. I'm the bad cop and she's the good cop. So I'm like, what is happening to this beautiful soul? What is wrong? She's crying. She can't even talk. Yeah. So, I mean, I figured I just need to take her home so she can calm down. While we're home, she tells me that, let me name this girl Karen. To any Karen out there, I love you. So Karen, she tells me, well, Karen just accused me of selling her items and not giving her money. People, this was like the most ridiculous thing I've ever had. Because let me tell you, if you are into retail, for anyone out there who is into retail, you know everything. You know every single detail of your stock. Like, there is no way someone is gonna come and sell things from your shop, sell everything from your shop without you noticing. Like, how? So I call her immediately. I'm like, what did I just hear? Like, I'm trying to reason with her. This is impossible. Like, how could she have, sold items from you, not giving you the money, and you never notice? Like, you are one person who will just, slide hangers to make sure everything is there. What has been happening for you not to notice that your items were missing? Like, come on. I feel really, really bad that this current girl had just, accused my friend of being a thief. Like, really, that is embarrassing. You do not do that. And to remind you guys, they go to school always together. I mean, if she was to blame someone who was selling her stuff without paying her, that would be me, because I stay there with her worker. I mean, what's wrong with your Karen? So the next day we go back and she's like, maybe it is a misunderstanding, forgive me, maybe. So because she told us about the items that were missing, and so we go back checking too, and everything was there. I'm like, yo, so maybe I was rushing when I checked, blah, 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 blah. So I'm asking her, how did you get onto conclusion that it was Busher who was selling them? How? So she's like, you know what, that shouldn't even matter. Good thing the items are here. I'm so sorry, blah, 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 blah. We're like, oh, I mean, this was probably the first red flag for us to leave. But because this place was really, really strategic, and then our clientele, our customers were used to this place, I mean, I didn't want us to just be shifting from one place to another. So we stay. Next time, people. Now, because I went to school during day, so I remember it rained really, really heavily, that I was stuck at school. I think I remained there for 2 extra hours because it was raining. I come back and Bush is like, you know what, I'm buying you lunch, let's go, I'm buying you lunch. I knew there was some tea, people. So we go, and she is telling me now, flashback, what had happened the day before, the night before. They went to school with Bush, so I stayed there. At the moment, she did not have a worker because of her attitude, like her bossy attitude. Like, workers came and workers went. So at the moment, she did not have a worker, so I stayed there alone. She calls me at around 8 telling me, you know what, I have a client coming over and she needs specifically a jean jacket. So she tells me the details of the jean jacket. I remove it, put it somewhere close, and she tells me, oh, she's gonna buy it at this amount, blah, 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 she's coming. So I sit there waiting for her client. She delayed, the client delayed. I think she came over at around 10 at the night, and everyone was almost gone. I was still there alone, and a few other shops were open, but I was on my floor alone. So this client comes in and she tries on the jacket. I don't know what happened. She did not like that jacket. So she's telling me I'm not taking the jacket. But since I have kept you here waiting, I cannot go without buying anything from you guys. Yeah. So she is looking through items. What do I need? What do I need? So she eventually goes to our side and picks a dress and a shirt, two items. So I'm telling her, you know what, those items belong to us, they're not Karen's, and I don't think she will like it, you coming over and not buying from her. Like, do you mind getting something from her place at least? So she's like, yeah, I get it. So she's looking through things and she gets, I think she got like a top from her side. So she pays me and I call this Karen girl, telling her what had happened. Even the client was still around. I'm telling her she did not like the jacket. So this girl explains to her like the jacket did not look nice on me, blah 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 blah, but I have taken a blouse, a top. So Karen comes in the morning, I give her the money and I go to school. So now I'm back, flash forward, but she's telling me, well, Karen thinks, or she is saying, that you convinced her client to buy from you guys and not buy from her. And to top everything off, the client gave you more money for the blouse than you gave her. This girl had some nerves. I'm like, Bush, I don't need lunch. Let's go talk to this girl. So I mean, I was so furious, people. I was so mad, and I'm telling her, no, this is not the first time you are accusing us of something. Like, first you accused my friend and now you're accusing me. Let's call your client, because I remember we called her before she even left last night to make sure that we are straight, you know. She's like, yeah, I already called her, she's on her way. I'm like, yeah, sure, I will wait. So we wait. This girl is nowhere to be seen. I'm telling her, Karen, please, is she coming or she's not? So she's like, you know what, let's just let things be. You know, this is just money and this is just business. And this, no, I'm telling her, no, this is not about money. This is about you embarrassing us. Like, I want her to come for clarity. It's not even about money. If you think we scammed you, if you think I scammed you, like, let me pay you back. But I want her to come here and clear the air. So she's like, you know what, no need, blah, 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 blah. I even think she's been caught up somewhere. I don't even think this current girl called the client is going on. I mean, she's developing all sorts of attitudes now. I remember there is even a day, like, two of my friends came over just to say hi. And she was like, you know what, when your friends come over here, they take so much space and clients don't come over. I don't think it is a good idea. I'm like, yeah, sure. I'm gonna find a way to figure things up so that my friends do not congest your area. Keep in mind, people, this girl had over 8 friends or 10 friends that would come at the shop at the same time to wait for their lectures. But I never said a thing. We never said the thing, yet we paid the same amount of money. Yeah. So at that moment, I figured that maybe I should get stools or, you know, seats for my friends outside the shop so that it is never congested for her. And that was okay. Or maybe when my friends came over, we would go somewhere nearby for ice cream, you know, or for food, anywhere, so that, you know, we leave her and her space. Until, so I think we were heading up. So it was a new month. We always paid our rent on the 4th or 5th. So on the 4th, I give her money. She's like, probably it was a Thursday. I give her money. She's like, you know what? Keep that money. You will give it to me tomorrow because I will be doing the banking tomorrow. I'm like, yeah, sure. So the next day, I am not early to work. And she's calling me, where is the money? I'm going to the bank. You will pay it yourself, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I gave you this money yesterday. You have to wait for me. So I made her wait because I was doing some stuff. I came back and gave her the money. And yeah, she went and paid. Things are normal. New month is starting. Now that was Friday. Now we went to work. We went for work on Saturday. We didn't work on Sunday. Monday, me and Bush are ready for work. We just brought in some new stock. This girl, people, this girl, woman, lady, I need water for this. This girl is so bold, telling us she will be needing her space tomorrow. People, it is a new month. We just paid her rent in full, and we just brought in a new stock. There is no empty space in the mall, and she is giving us a notice, and she wants us to have vacated her place tomorrow. I was like, no, woman, no, no. I mean, I tried to reason with her, like, is it because of all the wrangles we've been having? I mean, we can scratch things over, you know. She's like, no, I need to expand my business, like, you know. And deep down, she was doing this because she knew we would not report her anywhere. She was apparently our landlord, and she was right. But I was like, you're not having it. Give us back our money. Bring back the money, you know. So I think she had used the money to pay for rent. She was like, yeah, sure, I'm gonna get you back your money. So I tell her, until you get back the money to us, that is when we're gonna leave this place, because there is nowhere we're going without rent money. We don't have a space. Like, we need to be paying storage for these things until we get a space to, you know, until we get a space, a new space. So thank God it took her over a week to, you know, find the money back. And during this week, we had gotten a new place that was actually closed. Thank God someone was just vacating this place, so we got the space as soon as we could, and we started, you know, doing a business. Now, to make matters worse, because our clients were used to this place, they would come over and be like, where are these people, where are they? And she was like, you know what, they just left the business. You know, this business is not for the weak. Girl, you could just say that is their new shop right there, because we were literally opposite each other. And because some of our clients had our contacts and business cards, they would call and be like, why did you leave business? You people were doing well. We were like, leave business how, when, why, for who? And we tell them, you know what, Karen is just being Karen, we just relocated. So we had to, you know, just put up a poster telling people that we had relocated. We weren't out of business. But this girl had the nerves. Like, I think the major problem was that we were selling this item that she wasn't selling, and we were making sales out of it. So as soon as we left her shop, she brought in new stock of the item we were selling and she wasn't selling. I think that was the major thing that was on her noggin, like, why are they selling? But it flopped, so she had to go back to selling her usual things, you know. But yeah, that was today's story time, guys. It was the worst experience we'd ever face. But again, I have another story time about the place we relocated to. That will be another one. Like, yo, people are not so good. And when it comes to business, people are ugly, bad. Anyways, guys, if you are not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, like this video, and let me know about what you think about this video in the comment section below. I love you guys so much. See you in my next video. Bye.